Hey, what's up, you guys? This is WD3, and you're tuned in to the Hill Report Daily Marketing Tips. Well, today, today is a very crisp, beautiful, warm Thursday. I was just checking out the weather uh, inside, and so it's going to be some pretty good weather uh, today and the rest of the week. Um, well, one of the things I wanted to talk about today is something that is very important and something that affected my life recently because it's always good to practice the things and the principles that you have in place. Now, one of the principles that I practiced recently was called charity. Now, a lot of times when you think of charity, you think about just giving stuff away, and that's not true. Um, there's a scripture that says, "Don't cast your pearls on the swine." There's a scripture that says, "Give the wicked nothing, lest they turn and rend you double the evil for the good you've given them." Um, that's deep. But when selecting your charity, because there's a concept in the scriptures that also says, "Charity covereth a multitude of sins." Charity covereth a multitude of sins. Now, charity is important if you use it wisely. Using charity should be used to give opportunity to someone who can take advantage of that opportunity. I'll give you an example. I'll say it again. Charity should be used to give an opportunity to someone who will take advantage of that opportunity. A lot of times people just go ahead and categorize everyone in the same category. So they may give their charity to someone who wasn't worthy, and then they say, "I'm not doing charity anymore." They may have needed charity and didn't get it, and saying, "I'm not doing charity anymore." But if you don't exercise charity, then you are definitely breaking one of the huge laws of sowing and reaping. You're breaking one of the huge laws of God because you are supposed to give to those in need. Now, when you don't expect any, when it's not an investment, you're talking about widows, you're talking about orphans, right? You're talking about the priest. So these are people who don't have to really prove themselves to get your charity because they're children. They can't work for themselves. A lot of times, widows are put in a bad financial situation by the breadwinner passing away. And the priest, his duty is to serve the congregation. So he doesn't have time to go out there and get a job. Charity. Charity for opportunity. Charity for opportunity. There's so many people right now, as we speak, who could do so much more with $1,000 than you can. But if you, the act of you putting that $1,000 in their hand so that they can go ahead and utilize that is called charity, right? Charity. When charity is used effectively, that person now who can use that $100, $1,000 much more effectively than you can, you give that $1,000 in their hand, that charity is going to give them opportunity. Charity for opportunity. There's some people who, if you give charity to, they're going to just they're going to treat that lump sum of money less than they would if they earned it because they're not using that charity for opportunity. Christ tells a story of the three people that he gave a certain amount of talents to, talents equaling some sum of money. And then he left on a journey and came back. And the one guy who was able to invest and increase that money, he was given all the money that the other guys had who just left it there and gave it back to him, or some of them, you know, they didn't increase it. The ones who increase are the ones who get more charity. Charity for opportunity. I think that's a uh, pretty awesome concept. I'll tell you guys a story. I was meeting with a business owner yesterday, and we were both able to extend charity to one another in building the initial relationship and building the initial contract. We saw value in a portion of the contract for one another. This is a business that was just starting up, hadn't even had not one customer yet. And we were able to come in there and start their marketing deal. And also, my son was able to be his first customer, and it was worth it. Um, Everyone was happy. But charity for opportunity. Now, everyone knows when you get that first one out of the way, it's on from there. That's that's such an interesting concept in this universe. Like the first one is always so hard to get. But anyway, charity for opportunity. Charity for opportunity. Don't cast your pearls unto swine. Give the wicked nothing, or they're going to give you evil in return. Listen to the jet planes flying by from the Air Force Base not too far away. Well, hey guys, you are tuned in to the Hill Report Daily Marketing Tips with WD3. I want you guys to have a great Thursday and go get some sales.